Hi, my name is Eve Hayes, and I am a senior at Red Hook High School in upstate New York. I am extremely honored to be considered for the scholarship, and I am grateful for the opportunity to submit this application. A little bit about me: I'm currently 18 years old, and I am committed to Fordham University to major in English through their pre-education program. My mom is a school psychologist and has inspired me ever since I was little, so I've always wanted to work with kids and just help them grow and just come into themselves. I attend Red Hook High School, where I am a full international baccalaureate diploma candidate student in the top 8% of my class. If you're unsure exactly what that means, it basically just means that I've taken 7 college courses over my junior and senior year, including IB Biology, 20th Century World Topics, Film Studies, English, Mathematical Applications and Interpretations, Theory of Knowledge, and French, and will be receiving an IB diploma when I graduate this spring. Alongside my devotion to my education, I am also senior class president and a member of many clubs and organizations, including National Honor Society, my school's mentor club, where we help incoming freshmen adjust to high school, student council, and finally Red Hook Broadcasting Club, where I run a segment called Mic'd Up on our morning news. In my leadership roles, mainly as class president, I organize many activities and fundraisers such as our Hispanic Heritage Month empanada sale, basketball game concessions, senior day, senior sunset, senior Olympics, and of course senior prom. My main interests outside of school revolve mostly around the performing arts, as I have been dancing since I was 4 and acting since I was 8. I am trained in many genres, including jazz, tap, hip-hop, lyrical, contemporary, and musical theater. As for any acting work that I've recently done, some of my latest shows include Be More Chill, Mary Poppins, She Loves Me, Urinetown, and Bye Bye Birdie. I am also an avid activist within my community, as I am an ambassador-level Girl Scout with my bronze and silver awards. Some of my more personal volunteer opportunities have involved close work with dog and animal shelters, as I have had 2 rescue pit bulls myself, as well as any work regarding mental health struggles or any work with children. For my bronze and silver awards, I was able to teach dance to children on the autism spectrum and build a wooden outdoor donation box for a local dog shelter called the Ulster County Canines. I also recently organized a walk for suicide prevention at my high school, which had an incredible turnout, was featured by ABC News, and raised over $2,500 for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Okay, I think that's enough about me for a little bit, so now let me address your question of what are my 3 most substantial accomplishments and why do I view them as such. Without a doubt, I've been given many incredible opportunities over my lifetime, so it's rather hard to pick just 3, but I will try my best. I would probably say that one of my first greatest accomplishments was when I was able to study abroad in London, England, when I was just 16. This opportunity presented itself to me when my foreign language teacher introduced me to CIEE, a study abroad nonprofit organization that gives young students, like myself, the opportunity to pursue their passions all over the world. I originally applied with the knowledge that this wouldn't be a possibility if I were not to receive any scholarships from the organization, but I decided it was worth to shoot my shot and put myself out there. When I was given a large scholarship, this opportunity became real and I began to plan my trip. Now, I know it's cliche to say that my study abroad experience truly shaped me as a person, but I swear it's true. I know everyone's experience can be different, but for me, it forced myself to get out of my comfort zone and encouraged me to explore a side of me that I never knew existed. I can say for certain that going to a foreign country alone as a minor, especially being that I'm from a very small and secluded farm town in upstate New York, was one of the scariest yet most incredible experiences of my life. I learned not just about the theater program that I was studying, but also about myself and my interests, my strengths, my weaknesses, my passions, and I truly discovered a new side of myself in preparation of the adult life that I was about to embark on in just a few years when I was sent off to college. Thanks to CIE and my community, I was able to have a true moment of self-discovery that has allowed me to be the confident, determined, strong, brave, and just overall person that I am today. Secondly, I feel that my experience with choosing my college, and with it my future, was one of my own biggest personal accomplishments. You see, if you asked me a year ago where I was planning on going to undergrad, I truly would not have been able to give you an answer. When I was little, I only really knew about the small corner of the world, which consisted of the few colleges and universities near me, so those were the only places I ever saw myself going. But of course, once I got older, my school counselors encouraged me to look further, and the whole process became overwhelming and just anxiety-inducing altogether. With some of my personal growth, knowing how much I truly love London, I made a bold decision to mostly look at schools in the cities like Boston and New York. and I am beyond glad that I did. I am now proud to say that I will be attending Fordham University's Manhattan campus in the fall, and I couldn't be more excited and anxious. However, the whole college application process has taught me that it's okay to be scared and to explore those butterfly feelings that you get, because it's important to push yourself out of your comfort zone so you can grow as a person. Lastly, without a doubt, my final accomplishment was organizing a walk for suicide prevention in my community that beyond exceeded my expectations. As an IB student, there is a lot that is expected of you, including constant engagement with your community. Because of this, in order to receive your diploma, you must complete a CAS project, which stands for Creativity, Activity, and Service. For my CAS project, my best friend and I worked together to bring to life an idea that we had since middle school, which was to educate our small town on the issue of mental health, and in particular self-harm and suicide. With my mom being an adolescent psychologist and my mutual friend of ours having struggled greatly with self-harm, and one student from our school even losing his life to suicide, we wanted to get the conversation started and hope to make a topic less feared so that people didn't feel so alone in our community. This project truly stretched my limits in every way possible, from advertising over town and on social media and designing posters and going around and asking for raffle donations, contacting the police. I grew both as an individual and a member of my Reddit community. In the end, we received so much support. We had speakers from organizations as far as 2 hours away who came to share their stories, as well as therapy dogs and representatives from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, as well as ABC News who came to film and interview us about the event. We raised over $2,800, which was $1,800 over our original goal, and we even passed down the tradition to the representatives from the AFSP, who will now be taking our small event and making it an annual tradition. This experience truly opened my eyes to the power of the community and showed me that just one voice can make a huge difference. Our little event became even greater than we knew possible, and I will never lose sight of the difference we made at such a young age. Because of this event, I am now more excited to be moving to the city where I can use my voice more often and continue to make the world a better place for us all. Well, that is my story, and I hope you enjoyed. I want to thank you so much for considering me, and I truly appreciate it. I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.